Hey everyone, and welcome to Online Learning Week 5. So we're talking about Period 1, and if you go to your Period 1 Google Classroom, you're going to see uh, some of the new stuff that we have for this week. Just a reminder, if you ever need to go back to the online learning section and find out some information for the week, that's all right here. So if you need my email again, office hours, to schedule a meeting, and how to join a live class, right, that's the button you click during our class times. So we can also see the assignments for this week, right? For period 1 this week, you have your bell ringer question. You have Study Island for 30 minutes. You have a video on something called WIG, Very Important Goals, and a quiz on that on Google Forms, and then finally a Pear Deck Lesson 13. So still working on some Leader in Me stuff on Habit 2. So you'll see under Online Learning, this is where you're going to be able to go to see your bell ringer. So let's look at this week's bell ringer. Right, number 1, what are you proud of? So you guys all have a lot of things to be proud of, right? So most of you have been doing really good and working really hard. So just tell me one thing that you're proud of from this past week that you did. Hopefully, I know for a couple of you, you might be proud of your belt. You have your JSPS backpack video. So some of you recorded and turned in your backpack defense. If not, get that in as soon as possible. Maybe you helped out your family. Maybe you, talked to a friend and cheered them up. So there's lots of different things you could be proud of. Number 2, what do you need? Right? I need, and you could say all kinds of things. So, the school can help in different ways if it's something that you need, or maybe it's just something that you really miss. So, what is one thing that you really need? And you can see there's a little picture that goes on with it um, about questions to check in with yourself, right? How am I feeling? What's not working? What's working? We talked about those. What do I need? What am I proud of? What can I let go of? So those are just some ways to kind of think about staying mentally healthy and feeling good during this tough time. Right. So when you're done with that, you can go on Study Island. It says for this week, you're supposed to spend at least 30 minutes on Study Island, right, and try to earn at least 1 ribbon. So if you want to log in, you can click on some of these pictures, and hopefully that should help you out and figure it out. So let's look at these steps in case it's been a while since you logged into Study Island, because I know for some of you, it has been a really long time. So step 1, you go to the JSPS homepage in a browser. So open up a new browser. And in this browser, I put in the JSPS homepage. Doesn't really matter how you spell it. And I picked JSPS. Then our next step, right, says select student logins. So we go to the top where it says students. Then we're going to pick the big blue login button in just a second. There we go. Right. And remember, we always like to sign in through Clever. So I'm going to click on Clever, and then you're going to log in with Google. So click the login with Google button. If you're already signed in, it's going to take you straight here. And then you're going to go ahead and, right, so it shows all the steps here. Select your account, check that it's you. And then since I'm already signed in, it's going to take me right there to that Study Island with the two palm trees on the island. It's going to open up Clever for me. Right. Now, once you're in there, you can see all the different steps for how to sign in. So if you forgot your username or password, that stuff is all there, but you should be able to just log in with Clever. Remember, you're going to click My Classes on the left. Then you're going to choose that first one where it says View Assignments. And then we're doing our reading topics for 30 minutes, right? So that's what we're going to be doing for this week, is practicing our reading a bit. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and turn in that assignment. I'll be able to see on my screen how much time you spent on Study Island, how many blue ribbons you got. Try to get at least one blue ribbon. Right, when you're done with that, you're going to watch a video. This next topic is going to be wildly important goals. So there's going to be a video that's going to look like this, right? And you're going to watch through this video. I'm going to have it linked on Google Classroom and on YouTube, right? And so you're going to watch this video and then you're going to answer some questions about it. So you're going to click on this Google form. It's going to bring up some questions like this. You're going to put your name and you're going to answer 4 questions, right? And then you're going to turn it in when you're done. You only get one chance and it is a locked quiz, so please watch the video as many times as you need to learn, and then do your best. Take it slow because you're just doing it once. And then finally, we're going to do our last lesson of Habit 2, which is Lesson 13. So it says to watch the videos that you're watching right now, and then you're going to sign into lesson below and complete it. So when you click this link, it's going to open up a window that looks like this, right? And I've actually gone in and added the audio straight to the lesson so that you don't have to listen to me in a really long YouTube video like you usually do. So you always have the option to listen to it read to you like this, right? Where you can actually hear the reader for all the different texts and parts and stuff like that. So you can always go in and click this. Right, and there's all kind of cool options for how you want to set how big it is and whatever is the most comfortable for you to read, and you can learn about different parts of speech and all that good stuff, right? That can always help you out. So that's one way to do it. And now I've recorded my voice onto the slides as well. So you click on that and then you hit play. Right, and so you're going to have those different options on your different slides, right? So for this one, you have both options, right? Me reading it here, and then the computer reading it there, whichever one you prefer. But for the pictures like these, it's just me reading it. Right, so, and a lot of the times on these ones where people were getting confused about their answers, I went ahead and I recorded the directions for these slides so that you were able to hear the directions. That way you don't have to keep coming back to this video to find out. So now you can just play those directions right here and you'll have them every single time you need it, and you can listen as many times as you want, just those directions. So there's 8 slides here that you have to get through and answer the questions for. And then we'll move on to Habit 3 next week. So there you go. That's what we're doing for this week. All of this stuff will be posted right under online learning. You have your videos explaining, and then down here, Leader and Me, you have these 2 assignments. So those are the 4 things you're doing for this week: bell ringer, a study island, watching the video and quiz, and then the Pear Deck Lesson 13 that we just talked about. So that's what we're up to. If you need help with anything, remember you can always go to my class information, and again, how to reach me, all that good stuff is on here. And if you still need help with your backpack, if it's not done for whatever reason, please reach out so I can help you and we can get that in. That's probably the most important thing for this week. Otherwise, if you've already turned it in, I'm going to take a look at it and then I'm going to send it to Mr. Crowder and Miss Williams, and the three of us are going to talk about it and tell you if you passed or not. So that'll be really exciting, and I wish all of you luck. Until next time, I'll see you guys later, or I'll see you in class. Bye.